What is the value of the expression 66 divided by 6 multiplied by open parenthesis 9 plus 2 close parenthesis and multiplied by 2? Which option do you think is the correct answer to this question? This expression is so tricky that 90% of people get the wrong answer. Let's go step by step and solve it together. Many people, when trying to solve this question, first go for the expression inside the parentheses because they believe parentheses have a higher priority than the other operations. So, they simplify this expression to 66 divided by 6 multiplied by 11 and again multiplied by 2. And the next step, they go for the two multiplication signs that I've highlighted in yellow because they think multiplication has a higher priority than division. So, instead of this expression, they write 66 divided by 132, which finally gives them the answer 0.5. And immediately, they conclude that the correct answer to this question is option A. But I have to say, we were tricked and it's not the correct answer to this question. Alright, now let me explain step by step how to solve this expression properly. To solve this question, we must follow a rule that is called PEMDAS. And this rule, P stands for parentheses, E stands for exponent, M stands for multiplication, D stands for division, A stands for addition, and S stands for subtraction. We have to follow the order of operations I told you, step by step from top to bottom. Okay, and the first step, we go for the expression inside the parentheses because it has the highest priority among all the operations. So, instead of this expression, we can write 66 divided by 6 multiplied by 11 and again multiplied by 2. Alright, as you can see on the screen, in this expression, we have one division sign followed by two multiplication signs. We must pay close attention that multiplication and division have exactly the same level of priority in the PEMDAS rule. In this situation, the best thing to do is to start from the left and perform these two operations in order. So, first perform the division between 66 and 6, which simplified this expression to 11 multiplied by 11 and again multiplied by 2. In the final step, we perform the multiplication between 11 and 11, and instead of this expression, we can write 121 multiplied by 2, which finally gives us the answer 242. That's great. Option D is the correct answer to this question. Alright, now let's solve another tricky math question together. If we have the expression 15 divided by 3 over 5 multiplied by 5 to the power of 2, then what is the simplest possible answer for this expression? Which option do you think is the correct answer to this question? Let's break it down and solve it together. In the first step of solving this question, most people go straight to the exponent, which is 5 squared, and simplify the whole expression to 15 divided by 3 over 5 multiplied by 25. And the next step, they usually focus on the expression 3 over 5 multiplied by 25 because they believe multiplication has priority over division. Okay, as you can see on the screen, they very easily cancel out 25 with the 5 in the denominator and write this expression as 15 divided by 15, which ultimately gives them the answer 1. And without any hesitation, they quickly say that the correct answer to this question is option A. However, it's not the correct answer to this question. To solve this question, we must follow the BODMAS rule. And this rule, B stands for bracket, O stands for order, D stands for division, M stands for multiplication, A stands for addition, and S stands for subtraction. We should proceed these operations exactly as it's written from top to bottom step by step. Okay, as you can see on the screen, in this expression, first we have a division sign, then a multiplication sign, and finally exponent. According to the BODMAS rule, we should start with the exponent, because in this expression, exponent has a higher priority than the other operations. So, instead of the original expression, we can write 15 divided by 3 over 5 multiplied by 25. And the next step, we handle the division and multiplication. However, it's very important to note that in the BODMAS rule, multiplication and division have exactly the same level of priority. In this situation, the best thing to do is to start from the rest of the expression and move toward the right, performing these two operations in order. So, first we perform the division between 15 and 3 over 5. Okay, whenever we see a division sign between two terms, it's best to use the KCF rule. In this rule, K stands for keep the first number as it is, C stands for change the division sign to multiplication, and F stands for flip the second fraction. So, we remove the highlighted part and replace it with 15 multiplied by 5 over 3. Okay, as you can see on the screen, the number 15 simplifies with the 3 in the denominator, and this expression simplifies to 25 multiplied by 25, which finally gives us the answer 625. Therefore, option D is the correct answer to this question.